didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long.
Closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On now is the Titans punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
For the running back.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Over the middle, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away that falls incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So certainly the question there, 4th and very short, why throw so deep?
Sometimes the defense actually forces you into these things. Sometimes. What happens is you might end up in a man coverage where they press up tight. Could be a zone coverage where they're crowding the line of scrimmage. And receivers have to convert their routes to try and beat that coverage. And you end up throwing it deeper than you want to. Preferably, you want a 3-yard pass in this situation. Get the first down and keep the sticks going.
Taken down by the Bengal pressure.
A loss of 13 yards.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. the sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
And he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far this one. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Titans first down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And now Murray where he's going to set up to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Toward the pylon, caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. To throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's got it. It's now a 13-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Murray now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Titans getting set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Murray, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And as you see, they are currently all tied with the visiting Denver Broncos. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now left side, a completion who's tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They'll set up a throw. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a slant held in by Ruggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The throw over the middle, taken in. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the tackle. A gain of 4.
To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. It's 3rd.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Titans first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard.
Now they try the right side here. And it's a foul. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Recovered by Tennessee.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
fumble recovery. It's Murray.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete to
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The 16-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On the ground, it's Cook.
Down Titans.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Down 10.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
From the gun, Murray. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
That keeps the score.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
King on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. And he'll find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
The 41-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. With a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Bengals score.
16.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Murray now on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
How about about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after here coming up. Busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Dalvin Cook.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Murray. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the
38. The Bengals take over first down.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the Titans.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
Score, Bengals 38, Titans 16.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Titans on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Murray to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Murray again. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly. Oftentimes on the move, and when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take him into the end zone. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Bengals, They keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.